This episode of the This is Reportage podcast is sponsored by PickTime. I'm sure you've heard of PickTime before. I've actually spoken about them quite a bit on the podcast as I've been using their service for years now. But just in case you haven't, they really are the best gallery, print store and slideshow system out there. And those are just a few of the things they offer as well. One of the best things about them is that they're always adding more, such as their recent blogging feature and even a recent update to that which includes optional ChatGPT integration. I use them for all my wedding and family clients with super professional and clean galleries. Honestly, one of the best things about PickTime is just how good the galleries look. They also have great sales automations, which are super easy to implement. And one of those is perfect for family photographers. It's called the Simple Sales System. It kind of works like in-person sales, but all online, where you can show just a preview to your clients. I use a slideshow as a preview, also created within PickTime. And you then offer 3 different packages for your clients to choose from, such as a basic package maybe containing a set number of digital files, your next package including all the files plus a small print credit, and then the top package including all of that plus a huge store credit. They choose the package, pay, and then their full gallery is unlocked. Really great. Super easy to implement and customize too, just like all of PickTime's sales automations. Head to pick-time.com to find out more. There's a free 30-day trial and new users can get 1 bonus month when upgrading to any paid plan with the code ThisIsReportage. Hi and welcome to episode 134 of the This is Reportage podcast. My name is Alan Law. I am the founder of This Reportage and This Reportage Family, and I'm a photographer too. The all-round brilliant documentary photographer Gaby Ermstrang is my guest on the podcast this week. Based in the Netherlands, Gaby has won 9 Reportage Family Awards and 3 Family Story Awards from us, and has been in our top 100 family photographers worldwide for the past 2 years in a row. We cover lots of topics on the episode today, including her thoughts and tips on entering our family awards as a past judge herself, how an image from her first wedding went viral around the world, the story behind her Pink Flamingo Family Award, how she got into teaching and mentoring and why she loves doing it, funeral photography, why it's so important to capture and how she approaches it, tips for if you're at the beginning of your documentary family photography journey, a Netflix synopsis game, and so much more. A couple of small things from me. Actually, they're not small, they're big, but yeah, just a couple of things from me before we get on to Gaby. First one is that if you missed the announcement on the last episode, we've just announced recently that we're doing our TIR and TIRF Christmas party in London. Yeah, on Monday, December 11th, which is really exciting. Our parties are always such a fab, kind of relaxed event. You know, we're not doing workshops or talks. It's just a reason to all get together, enjoy, hopefully what's been a great season for us all, and just talk and drink and meet fellow members, really. Yeah, and it's totally free for This Reportage members and This Reportage family members. You can bring guests along too. If you want to come along, you just need to RSVP so we can add your name to the guest list. So just head to the members area. You'll find the link there or in the recent newsletter as well. Yeah, hope to see you there. We've already had loads of people RSVP, obviously lots from the UK, but people also coming over from like Netherlands and Portugal. So yeah, it should be great. The second thing is that we've just recently revealed the winners of our awards collections. Fantastic work as ever. So hard to win an award, and so massive respect. If you're a winner, please don't take it too personally if you didn't win, because what we do is so subjective. That is the beauty of it. And our judges change for each round, so if you believe in something, really do enter it again. Just a note that whenever we release the winners, that also means the next awards round is open. So, I'm just saying this so you've got ages to submit. You don't have to leave it until the last few days. You have this is about 6.5 weeks to submit. So yeah, I'm saying how the awards are open now. It's not plugging the awards. It's just saying that you've got ages to submit. Don't leave it to the last minute. So the deadline, which will be our final rounds of 2023, is 23:59 GMT on the 23rd of November 2023. So yeah, ages away. Don't leave it to the last minute. And just a little note that this episode was recorded in late July. Apologies to Gaby for my delay between recording and publishing. Right, over to Gaby. Hey, Gaby, how are you doing?
Hi, Ellen. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good as well, thank you. The sun is shining here in Cornwall for once. How is it with you? Because you're in Holland, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Holland. So, what do you think? You think the sun is shining or not?
I'm going to go for yes, I think it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, really?
I think it's raining 3 days in a row, and it's high summer in
Oh,
July. So it's
that's
bad. It's really bad here.
that's
It's
not
not
good, is it?
cold, but it's raining. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a British summer. That is a British
Uh,
summer, that is.
well, we have a
Um,
lot of British summers, so
do you?
yeah.
Yeah. We had a lovely June in England. We had like 4 weeks of sunshine, but
Yeah.
now July was awful. Has it been similar for you?
Yeah, exactly the same. It actually was really hot. The early of July, even like 30, 36. But and now it's raining. I think for 2 weeks it will
Oh,
be raining. So
yeah, same here. Not good. Not good.
no,
Well, you did have 36 degrees, did you say?
yeah.
Wow, man, that's mega hot. I don't think we've ever had that in England.
If you do a wedding, it's really hot.
Yes, that is true, isn't it? And how has your season been so far this year? Have you been having busy time, good time?
Yeah, it's a good time, not a really busy time, thank God, because last year it was the season of weddings that were postponed by Corona
Oh
and
yeah.
COVID. So it was a really tough year last year. I think I did 2 days in a row, 26 hours.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was. So I said next year I don't want to do that.
Mm.
And so it's now a little bit easier of coping all that we do. So it's finished now, the pre-wedding season. So I have a couple of weeks to do some editing, and then I go on a holiday, and then in August we start again for the second half of the year.
Okay, nice. And where are you going on holiday? Somewhere nice?
Well, I'm staying in Holland because last year it was really good in Holland
Oh,
with
the
the
weather.
weather. So but I usually stay in Holland during the summer because of I will go back for some jobs, or in this case, I will go back for a wedding, and I will be on call for funerals in the summer. So for my colleagues, if there is an emergency, I will do that. I will work.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Oh, and we'll talk about your funeral work later as well. But whilst you mention it, are you on call for funerals? Does that mean people that are close to dying? And
Yeah. Yeah, they are sick
well,
and know they want to have a photographer on their funeral. Yeah, that's the on-call part.
well,
Sometimes it's also close friends or people you want to help during this season. And yeah, you can call me anytime.
wow, gosh, that's amazing. I mean, you really do provide the whole gamut of photography, then, really, don't you? From like birth to funerals, weddings, it's the
No,
whole
no,
realm.
that's not. I don't do birth. Not
Really? I
really.
thought you've got one story. You've got one
Yeah,
story, Family Story Award. That's a birthday.
I know, but that's a birth, and the baby died. So it's
Oh,
also, yeah, it's a part of a birth and a funeral. I
gosh.
followed this family for a year. And yeah, they knew the baby was sick when it was growing in the stomach. And then when the birth took place, he needed some operations, and it was all good. And instead of being better, he died in 4 weeks of living.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
gosh. So sorry to
it's an
hear that.
awful story, but it's a story that can be told because that's reality, that's life. So I'm not a bird photographer. There are many good bird photographers in the world. I'm not one of them, but I will do this if it's a special project.
Yeah, of course. Well, Gabby, that must have been so hard to photograph, though. Just it must have
Yeah,
been so difficult. How so much respect for you for doing that. It's just wow. I just can't even imagine. Oh,
yeah. You will grow with the family. So I knew the mother. She did some shoots a couple of times, and we came into a conversation that she was telling me she was pregnant and that baby will have a disorder probably when he was born. So I asked her if I could follow them maybe for the first year of the baby's growth to see how it develops. We did some good talks about it also with the husband and the other children. So you grow with a family. So when you are in the hospital with the birth, we have a lot of good times also together. So it's not only a hard job to do, but I wanted to make something special for them so they could look back at a memory that was tough and hard, but well, we wanted to end well, but instead of that, the baby died. But I still keep on following them because this is the only memory they have on paper. They don't celebrate a first birthday or so. For them, it's every year they take the album and the picture. So,
wow, that's amazing.
Good. But it's hard. It's really hard because every year I think about him still with his birthday, and I will text the mother. So yeah.
Gosh, Gaby, it's amazing what you've been able to give that family, though. Those memories are just precious. I mean, more than anything else, I always say, obviously we do an important job with weddings as well. That's important, but capturing something like that is just so much more important than weddings. It really is, it is.
For me, it is more important than a wedding. If you ask me, what do you prefer to do? It's this. And I prefer to do it for free, but you cannot always can do that. I have to make money. So I do the weddings and the other family pictures. But this is also family life.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of beautiful, great, awesome, funny pictures, but this is also life.
It really is, and that is it's wow, it's amazing. It really is.
It's not common in England, right? So to photograph a funeral.
It's not common though. It isn't. I don't know of many people who do it. To be honest, I've spoken to a couple of people on the podcast who have done it a little bit, but not many at all. Yeah. So is it more common in Holland then, or
in Holland it's more common. There are a lot of great funeral photographers, and we try to make a statement that it isn't weird, because in a lot of communities and also in foreign countries, it's people feel like it's a little bit weird. I had last week a conversation with someone that says, but you are photographing dead bodies. No, I'm not photographing dead bodies. I'm photographing moments of people saying goodbye of their loved ones. So that's just almost, not really, but the same as you photograph a wedding, but you photograph the great emotions, the lovely emotions, the funny emotions. You are photographing during a funeral, like the emotions that are important to say goodbye from someone you love.
Yeah, I totally can see that as well, and see how it's still beautiful moments, even though it's from a very sad occasion. It's still poignant, beautiful moments, and another occasion where so many people are together and celebrating someone's life as well. So I can totally see the reason of capturing it. But it's just something that's not so common over in England. It's very how did you, let's go back actually. How did you get into photography? And we can talk about, where did you start? What were you doing before? Did it start with weddings as well? Did it start with family and then the funeral work come later? Or what were you doing before you were a photographer?
No, I was, before I became a photographer, I was into the business. I had a great job, make really good money, cool. Instead of being a photographer. And it was all well. I worked really hard, like 16 hours a week. And when I became pregnant of my daughter 10 years ago, there was a crisis. I don't really know how you call it, but that the market
crashed or something.
Yeah, crashed, and then there were a lot of people were getting fired. That was a process at my job. I need to take care of, so I need to fire like 80 people. But I knew with my pregnancy, I was probably going to be one of them, but I first need to be for my employer do the whole process of firing people. So I asked him, what about me after this process? And he was like, yeah, but you're with a baby, so you're not working that hard anymore, and we will also let you go. So I thought 10 years ago, oh, I'm so happy. I'm staying at home with the baby. I'm going to walk around behind the stroller, and so happy only being with my baby. But after working 16 hours a week sitting at home, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing with my time? But I always thought if there is a moment I can start a little business for myself, I think this would be the moment, but I didn't know what. So I would take the time, a couple of months, to put my thoughts in line, and in how what can I do with my job, with earning a pay, but also taking care of my daughter. So in the meantime, I would pick up my camera, so to get a little me time. I would walk around, photograph some flowers. It wasn't that good. It was really bad, but it was fun. And then I took a picture. Somebody asked me, do you want to do a wedding? And I took a picture, and the picture went viral.
Oh, really?
You don't want to see the picture. The picture is really bad. But
I want to see the picture.
No, it's on my website. It's a picture of a wedding couple in traffic.
Oh, okay.
On the highway.
That sounds good.
Probably the people during the week after needed that in the world. It was in August, and somebody on the newspaper would pick it up and ask me, can I put it in a newspaper next week? And I was like, yeah, it would probably be like a little summer story about how nice it is to get married in the summer. But yeah, well, the traffic jams in Holland, they would take the vibe away like that. But instead of that, it went over the whole world, even in China.
Oh, wow.
And then I thought, oh my God, this is what I have to do. I have to make pictures for my clients that are original and fun to get. So they can always look, even if it's a bad moment, like you are stuck in a traffic jam, you can have a beautiful moment out of it.
That's cool. Yes. Yeah. Proper real life. That's great. What a way to start your career, by having an image go kind of like worldwide viral like that.
But it's really bad. It's not a good picture. If I look at it, I would think, oh, I had to do that, or I have to do this, or I had to edit it else. But I think it's what the people needed that are not into photography, that saw the picture and thought, this is amazing.
Oh, that's cool though. That's cool. So were they friends of yours, that first wedding then? Yeah.
No, they were even clients who asked to not have some exposure of their wedding, so they didn't want it to go online.
Oh no!
No. So, oopsie, that didn't work.
Were they okay with you? Were they happy once they saw it was like all over though? And
at first they were, and then they were also being called by newspapers and television stations, and so at first they were okay. They thought it was funny because they had a beautiful picture that what everybody liked. But the groom said, I'm being called at my job. He didn't feel the need to be exposed anymore. But I said, well, you already went viral. I cannot change it anymore.
Yeah, I can't bring that back.
So I don't know if they were really happy, but they always been, people know them, the traffic couple.
The traffic couple, that's funny.
Yeah.
And from that publicity, from that viralness,
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is. Did you get more bookings off the back of that going viral?
Yeah, I get blind bookings. That was really weird. They just sent me an email. We want to book you at the, I don't know, June 23rd, and you have to be there. We will talk later about the details. It was really weird. But it was fun.
Yeah, what a way to begin your career. I mean, that's so unusual. That is so cool. Blind bookings. Well, they're not even asking how much you charge. They were like, yes, we just want you. And
yeah. They wanted to have the photographer who went viral. So it was the first year. The second year that just became the normal photographer's year, that you think in about September, oh man, I don't have a lot of bookings for next year. Nobody wants me anymore. And then in January you are fully booked. But yeah.
Wow. Man, that's such a great story, Gaby. I love that. That's so cool. So once that went viral, then you'd done your first wedding. And with that success, did you just think, yes, this is what I'm going to do then? And you just doubled down and created a website and just went from there?
Yeah. I was busy with making a website, and I need to hurry more. So I built my own website, because I first give it to another one that did it as a hobby. And said, I need more time. So at that day, I thought it has to be online today. And then I did a lot of photo shoots. I was finding my path still in what I like to do. So I did some photo shoots. I think every photographer is starting that way. You are looking, do I want to photograph babies, a newborn, a lifestyle, or just posing? Or do I want to have a photo studio? And, just looking and find my path. But I saw in my photography work, I wanted to learn more about the light. So I was looking at photographers who could teach me how to see the light and feel the light. And so then I just, it's the other way around, but went to my learning curve after that moment. So I went to go to have mentoring. Yeah.
Cool. I was going to add, did you go on many workshops and mentoring then at that time?
Not many, but I found a couple of photographers I wanted to get taught by. I don't know if you know the names, but you have in Holland, you have Damon and Ralph. And I wanted to learn from those guys that were on top of in the Netherlands at that time.
Yes. Is that Damon Hillman and Ralph Holch? How do you say Ralph's surname?
I don't know, chocolate, something. Yeah. Well, Apple photography. Yeah.
Apple. Yeah. So I met them both actually. I spoke at a conference in London when Damon was there speaking. He's such a lovely guy, and his talk was so good. Actually, it was really cool.
Yeah, these are amazing photographers in Holland. So, I wanted to get taught by the best. So instead of going, because I doubted myself for a moment, do I go to photography school, or do I go into the field and see what I like about work? And let those guys teach me. So I went to that path. I chose that route. So I had many great teachers. You know them all. Marieke Zwartscholte. Leonard. Cool. These guys are amazing. So
you've got so much talent in Holland as well. So much talent.
Yeah.
So much talent. And when did the documentary family side of your work, when did that kind of begin? When did you realize that was something you really wanted to do?
During COVID.
Oh, yeah.
That's so stupid. I photograph families for a long time, and I always look for the between moments. Last week, I was during the deadline, of course, of this is Reportage, but I was looking at old pictures. Oh, yeah, I've got so many old shoots, like 4 or 5 years ago, that have amazing pictures, family pictures, because I always look for the in-between moments. I do portraits as well, family portraits, but when we walk to another space outside, or they go just for a moment at the playground, I will shoot, because these are the moments I love to shoot. But I never thought about it till COVID started. I was making pictures every day around my own house with just one daughter. So it was, for me, I thought it was really boring, but it was a good exercise to stay on top of my photography, but also on top of the moments. And then I was like, oh, I would like to send in This is Reportage. And I turned out to be pretty good at it.
Really good, Gaby.
Yeah, and it was not my core. So I was like, oh, I didn't know these were great pictures. I know it were good pictures because my daughter is in it, but
yeah, every picture is good with our children in. That's true.
Yeah.
But objectively great though. Yeah, definitely. And then did you start doing more family work after that then?
Yeah. I'm also getting booked for the work I'm doing. So it's just a day in the life, not the portrait shoots. I also do them still because I like to shoot them in between. Last week I had a family that said, yeah, we want to change. But I said, well, we are outside. Yeah, that's okay. We are going all changing to another outfit. That's funny if there are people outside in the woods.
Change it, yes.
Changing all at once. It's really weird, but it's funny for me.
Yeah, so. Cool for them to have as well. No, that's all cool. How did you get your first kind of family shoot then that wasn't your own child? Do you remember were they like past wedding clients, or did they just find your work on the internet or Instagram?
No, it were people I knew. And that's funny, but because we are still moving back to the like caring and old part. Yeah, it sounds really weird in English, but these were people I knew. I already photographed just in life. The father of the madam who called me could go with a soccer team in Holland, a big soccer team. They played like grandpa-grandson match. So she said, well, it's a PSV, so it's an important game, and I want you to capture the whole day. I want you to go with me.
That's
now,
cool.
I don't want to be give you my preference for soccer clubs, but it's not PSV.
Is it not? No.
No. And the day before, Ajax won a big game in Champions League, so I was on a rush. But yeah, I liked the job too much for not going because
you can't turn that down. Are you a big football fan in general then? Are you a big football fan?
Yeah, I'm a big football fan. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I like sport. Well, I have to say I like watching sport.
Yeah,
not
that's
doing
all
it
good.
myself.
Have you been watching some of the Women's World Cup at the moment?
No, it's too late. It's 3:00 in the night. I'm following it every morning, like what they're doing, but they're doing great. For me, they're doing great. So.
Sorry, carry on with the football. No. Sorry, yeah.
No, but I like to watch sport in general. So I like to, I like the competition in sports, and but I went to that the day, and it was an amazing day for the grandfather who has Alzheimer at the time, and the grandson who could play a big level of soccer with his grandfather, against his grandfather.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it was an amazing day, and the opportunity, the pictures also went great. The man, grandpa, died I think 2 years ago, and they are all still so glad I went with them that day.
Yeah, special memories again you're capturing for these people. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds like that would be a good story entry maybe as well. Be a good story.
Yeah, I was looking at that last week, but it was the deadline. So I thought, well, let me just park it, and then next time I will. Next time, yeah.
Right at the deadline. That's funny.
Yeah.
Whilst we're talking about deadlines and things, actually, you were actually a judge for us on this Reportage Family for Collection 16, which was fab. Thanks again for that. How did you find it? Did you enjoy it? And do you have any tips for people submitting, as a past judge yourself? For example, were you looking for specific things, or was it just anything that really caught your eye and stood out? Or did you have specific criteria that you would, judge images and stories on?
Yeah. I think in judging, it's important to have the editing right, because that's what's noticing about pictures, because you all seen them fast. I don't know how many pictures did I saw last time.
Oh, thousands. I can't remember the exact.
Yeah.
We're including in the stories thousands. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you watching it small on like not really thumbnail, some bigger than thumbnail, but you are watching it. So you need to have that eye catcher on editing that's really stuck out. And then you go as a judge, you will enhance it. And then you look at it good. And I think for me, it's the emotion. You know what they say when you are first learning how to photograph is like it's light, composition, and then the moment. And the moment tops all. And that's what I'm looking for. I need to be overwhelmed by it's funny or it's sad. Or it's great, or it's like a Sabine Doffler picture. So it's always catching your eye.
Yeah, so it's graphic images. Her images, aren't they? Actually, they are.
Yeah, she's amazing about those images. I'm so jealous of that woman.
That's funny.
She's such an amazing photographer.
Oh, so are you though, Gabby. So are you. Proper good. But that's all really good advice, and I agree with you. You know, I don't look at every submission, but the editing is such an important part of it, and so that can make or break an image as well.
Just learn how to watch an image if you're not involved by the image. Because that's, when you are somewhere and you have line there for 90 minutes and you shot it. And because the picture for you is great because you worked hard on that picture. But then you come home and then your husband is saying, I don't get it. And then you think, oh, my God, I worked so hard. But if some outsider doesn't get it or doesn't see it, and I give the advice to a lot of my assistants, just turn around the picture upside down. So you see also in editing, if there are not some white spots or something like that. So you can objectively look at your own picture, and then if you turn it around again, you have edited, if you think, all right, shown it to someone else.
That is good advice.
Yeah, if they don't get it, then it's not a good picture.
Yeah,
even though you worked hard on the picture, because I commend that and I love that and I also do that, and I think then when I'm getting home, oh, this is an amazing picture, and if then someone says, I don't get it, I don't see it.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not good. Yeah,
that was great bits of advice there. That's really cool. It's really cool. And did you look? I mean, sorry, of course you look. Did you enjoy looking and judging the story part of it? Do you have any thoughts on that? You know, what are the kind of things that stood out for you, or maybe things you saw too much of, or I don't know, any thoughts?
Well, I saw a lot of birds.
A lot of birds, were there? Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of breastfeeding pictures also. I noticed on myself that I thought, it has to be a really good picture for standing out now, because you've seen a lot of them.
That is true.
Yeah. So
and also lots of hammocks. Did you notice there's lots of hammocks?
Yeah. These are also hip, trending. It's that's
what is it with hammocks? I don't get me. There's so many submissions with hammocks. It's funny.
Yeah. So, but that was but I also saw an amazing pictures that I thought, oh man, you don't see it because I'm just one of the judges, so I didn't see them back at the awards. But I think if you believe in the ones you are sending in, just stay on it. Stay sending them in if you believe in it, because there are a really lot of good pictures that I was judging okay, but probably another didn't stuck out by another. So
that is so true. That's such good advice to resubmit as well, because it's so what we do is so subjective. To get 3 or more judges to agree that this is award worthy. It's really tough. It really is. So yeah, really do resubmit things that you're really proud of and that you just love. So yeah, definitely. But thank you so much for your hard work doing that judging for us. I really appreciate it. And the resultant collection was amazing. So thank you, Gaby. It's awesome.
I liked it.
Oh, good stuff. Cool. That's great. And your advice there was really good. That's really, really cool. Let's change tack a bit, Gaby. Let's change tack. Do you watch much TV or movies?
Television, not really, but Netflix, movies. I like movies.
Okay. That's good. Okay, that's
you
cool.
You want to know the last movie I saw in the theaters?
Oh, what the last? Yes, what was it?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, you know what? I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible films.
No.
I know, none. And I love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is awesome, but I've just never seen him.
And only Tom can do it. So if you want to see Tom do everything nobody can, he can do it.
Oh, really? I need to watch them. Oh, I should. I love the Top Gun sequel last year. That was brilliant. Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, I need to watch Mission Impossible films because, as I say, I love all Tom Cruise films. I don't know why I haven't watched them before. How many Mission Impossible films are there now?
Oh, I don't know. I think 6.
6? Man, I've got lots to get through.
The last one in the theaters now is a sequel, so there is coming another one.
Oh, right, like 2-part type thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I think they filmed quite a bit in England, actually, that one, I think. Okay, well, that's a good recommendation. I will go and watch that, Gaby. So for the last 60 or 70 episodes, I've done a little quiz with the people I'm interviewing. Are you up for playing a little game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, great. Just a bit of fun.
Can I win something?
No, sorry. I was just about to say that. No, just pride. So yeah, if anyone's listening for the first time, I'm going to give Gaby a synopsis of either a movie or a series, and we're going to see if she can get the title. And hopefully you're enjoying playing along at home as well. Okay, Gaby, you ready for your first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's hear this. This is a movie. This is a really old movie, probably before you were born. I'd imagine it is, actually. But it's pretty famous, but we'll see. Okay, let's go. So, when a killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community off Cape Cod, it's up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down.
I've seen this movie. This is... Oh my God, it's not. Oh, that's really bad because I'm getting nervous about.
No, sorry.
I've seen it. So there are 6 Jaws movies.
Oh, well, right? That's it. Yes, that is it.
Jaws,
you've got it. It's Jaws. Yeah. Well done. Boom, straight in. That's good. I haven't seen it since. Well, I think I only saw it as a kid. Actually, I need to watch it as an adult.
But you have a new kind of Jaws movie, right? So
is that?
It's it's something like that, but you have to see the trailer. And it's really stupid, but is flying a shark through New York.
A flying shark.
So that's the only spoiler I will give you. Just watch the trailer. It's like Megan something.
Okay.
But it's a shark flying through New York, so it's really funny.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Well, okay, that is good so far, Gaby. That's 1 out of 1. That is good. Let's go for your second one. So this is a series, this second one, and it's had lots of series, something like 10 or 11 series, I think, or something. So in the wake of a zombie apocalypse, various survivors struggle to stay alive. As they search for safety and evade the undead, they are forced to grapple with rival groups.
The Walking Dead.
It is. Boom. Straight in. Nice.
I saw them all.
Have you watched them all? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. That's
secret. Great. It's just like my little secret on my own. I will watch zombie movies or a series. I like that.
Oh, that's cool. Good. Have you seen there's a Netflix Korean zombie one where it's in a school. It's called All of Us Are Dead. It's so good.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it, but I will now.
Yeah, if you like zombie stuff, honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, All of Us Are Dead. It's excellent. I think the second season's coming out soon.
Yeah, but on Prime, you have the Fear of the Walking Dead. So I'm busy with the last season.
Oh, are you? Yeah. So I need to watch. So we have only watched half of the first season of The Walking Dead. We never watched more, so I should get back into it, I think.
The Walking Dead is so... I thought it was amazing. You need pauses between the seasons.
Okay.
So because otherwise it will get too much. But yeah,
right. Okay,
I love the ending also.
Oh, really? It's a good ending, is it? Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
No, it's not a good ending, but it's.
Oh, okay.
It's an ending.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good. I will get back into that at some point. Okay, well, this is 2 out of 2. This is great, Gabby. A lot of people get none, so this is super good, super good. Let's go for your third. Let's see if you can get a hat trick. This one is kind of like, it's a movie. It's kind of like the opposite of The Walking Dead. And it's really old. It's like 50 or 60 years older, but it's famous. But we'll see. Okay, so a young novice is sent by her convent in 1930s Austria to become a governess to the 7 children of a widowed
Oh. It's The Sound of Music.
It is, boo! That's so good, though. 3 out of 3, and that is all a gamut of years and genres. Well done. You know, I've never seen Sound of Music either. I've never seen it, actually.
No, really? I think I have seen it 12 times.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because you like it, or because you're forced to watch it or something?
No, because the music is... I like... it's Julie Andrews, right? Who's in it.
Yeah.
And I think I saw all those movies. I think it's... I think my mother would like them. Because I also saw all those movies... like in that genre, Mary Poppins. Yeah. What do you have? Like Herbie. You had that at the time. I'm just a little bit older, right, Alan?
No, I remember that. Like Herbie Goes Bananas and stuff.
Yeah.
That car. I remember that growing up, and like bed knobs and broomsticks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The child catcher from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks was so scary. Do you remember the child catcher in it?
No.
Oh, it was horrible. It was really scary as a kid. But anyway, Gabby, that was awesome knowledge of TV and movies there. 3 out of 3. That is very good. Sorry, there's no actual prize.
I watch too much. Maybe that's.
No, it's all good. Are you someone who can? You know, some people watch Netflix whilst they're editing. Do you do that?
Yeah. Not foreign languages, so not Spanish or something, because I need to read the capture. But yeah, I watch. I have a double screen.
Oh, that's cool.
And at the other side, I watch just stupid series or reality TV.
Like good. I love reality TV as well.
Yeah, that stupid stuff. It's Ex on the Beach and
that. I love all that kind of stuff. Is that like Love Island and stuff? And
Temptation Island.
Oh, is that good? I've never seen that. Is that good?
Temptation Island USA? You have to watch that.
Oh, okay.
Just like Married at First Sight Australia.
Oh, yeah. My mom's watching that at the moment. Is that good?
That's amazing.
I love all that kind of stuff. We recently watched an American series, a reality TV series called Jury Duty. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Is it good?
It's really good. Yeah. So there's a whole jury in a court case, but only one member of the jury is a real person, and everybody else is actors, and he has no idea the real person. And everyone else is actors, and it's incredible. It's really good. Yeah.
Where is it airing?
It's an American series. We watched it on Prime in England, Amazon Prime. So I'm not sure.
I will see if it is on Prime in Holland.
Cool. Yeah, I really recommend it. It's really good. It's really life affirming. The guy who's a real life person, he's so lovely, and all these mad things happen that the actors are doing. And anyway, it's really good. It's really good.
Nice.
Gabby, that was awesome though. Let's go back to your photography, and one of your specific family awards that I think is great is the one with a child falling off a pink inflatable towards the top.
That's an amazing picture. And can I be honest? I don't know if the award would pull back.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't make it with my camera. I made it with my smartphone.
Oh no, that's great. We don't have. It doesn't matter what people use. That's all good. That's still very much an award. Yeah. Whatever cameras people use, that's awesome. As long as you didn't say I actually painted that or something. Then I thought.
I cannot paint, so no, it wasn't paint, but it's my smartphone.
Wow,
yeah, I was there. I photograph a lot with my smartphone. I don't send in a lot with my smartphone, so I don't do that often, but I was so convinced about this one. Yeah. It is an amazing picture, but I thought, it's my smartphone. I will send it in and I will see what's happening.
But that's so cool. We are camera agnostic. It doesn't matter what people use. It's all good. It's just as worthy as whatever camera people use. So yeah. So people are just, I'm just going to, so it's like, yes, a child is falling off a pink inflatable towards the top right of the frame, and the inflatable is like attached to some kind of rope, isn't it? Which brings this great leading line to the image from the bottom left to the top right of where the child's falling off. I love the moment and the composition. So yeah, can you tell us more about that shot and what's happening?
We were on the boat, we were sailing, and they were all just playing in the water, and I saw her struggling at that flamingo, and I thought, this is not good. she will not make it. She will not make the top of the flamingo. So I was ready, and I laughed really hard, and I didn't help. So
that's proper documentary, that is. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's a flamingo, of course, isn't it? I was thinking a swan when I was looking at it. It's not a swan, it's definitely a flamingo.
A pink flamingo, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Is that your daughter, is it? Or?
Yeah, it's my daughter.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, but the way you've got the moment though itself and that composition, that's what's so great about it, I think. I love that the way, it's towards the top right, and that rope really does lead your eye up to the moment in the top right, and you've got the kind of the jetty type bit at the bottom going across, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's all so great. It's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so cool. I had no idea as well it's taken on a phone. That's just really cool to know as well, that is, that, you don't need big fancy SLRs or mirrorless to get great images.
No, you don't. It makes the picture bigger, and it has more megapixels, so you can do a lot more with editing if you are photographing with a proper camera. But I'm taking my smartphone a lot of times with me, just because not at Reportage I get paid for, because that would be stupid if I would show up with only my smartphone. I take it with me all the time, and if I not go to the theater, because my daughter is a dancer, so if I go to the theater, I always have my camera with me, because the lighting would be better, but it's faster. It would anticipate faster. But if I'm on the streets, or we go to a playground with the family, I always have my smartphone, and I always will photograph, because it's also an exercise for me to stay on top and be there and look at what's happening and capture the moments. But I usually don't do anything with those pictures. I will edit it on my phone, and I will post it on Facebook.
Right.
I think 75% of my Facebook pictures are smartphone pictures.
Yeah, I get that. Same when I put it's the truth. It's the truth. It's what we always have with us, isn't we? And I don't pick up I should pick up my cameras a bit more around the house. But when I've done, long weddings at the weekend and things, I generally don't want to pick them up. It's so much easier to just have my phone with me when I'm out and about with the family, with the kids.
Yeah, so it's a good exercise also for you, but it's also nice to have the family, just captured also on a good time. Without also bringing the camera.
Because totally.
My daughter thinks I'm working then. Are you working?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not working.
But I guess she just ignores you if you're on your phone. Like, she must be so used to you taking photos of the phone. Yeah.
She's 10. If I bring my camera, she's posing. Just in an instant minute, she has a TikTok pose, and then I'm finished. I'm done.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's really good to hear about that image. And people listening now, do head to thisreportagefamily.com or thisreportage.com and on this podcast blog post, I'll include the image that Gaby just spoke about there. It's super cool. And Gaby, you also, as well as all your kind of like wedding and family and funeral work, you also offer training and mentorship. I don't know how you do all these things. You're like Superwoman with a mother as well. But it's awesome. Can you tell us more about your teaching side? How long have you been doing that? Do you enjoy it? You must enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I just had this morning, I had a call with a young woman who wants to teach it all. When I asked her, where do you want to be in a year? And she said, well, I want to be a photographer. So I love to inspire people about working hard also, because it's not only making a picture, it's also editing. It's be into the photography if you want it. And I have a lot of students that would say, yeah, but I have kids. Well, I started my company with a baby. So if you can do that, you can do everything in life, I think. So I like to see also the progress in people. I have an amazing assistant, second shooter, Jessica, who I've seen growing in this past couple of years. Yeah, it's just great to see that someone can do this.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. It's so great that you can see all that kind of progress. How did it begin, the teaching for you then? How did it start? Was it someone reaching out to you, or did you suddenly start to offer some kind of like online
I started actually with a local photo club. Just with some old people who were offering just the basics for people who could how do you say it? Let me do for the first time this conversation Google Translate.
Your English is so amazing. Oh, sorry. Say again.
Register to go, learn and learn how to be a photographing, and so I said I will do that for you, because I was a little bit younger, so I would like to do that, and that's when I started to teach, and I saw, oh, this is so amazing to see how people can be happy with their own work, what they are making. You can see the light in their eyes when they see they can make the same picture as I can with the same flower. So I thought this is what I would like to do. I did that, I think, for 2 years, but my company was taking good, and somebody said, why don't you do this for your own company, because you are making money for them and you do teaching for free, because I did that for free. Do it for yourself. And then I did my first round of just the basics of photography. And then I had, I think, 20 people that wanted to learn.
Wow, that's super.
So that's my first class. And I was very nervous. Well, I'm a little bit nervous if I'm starting the first class with a new group of people. Sure. Yeah, because people are hard these days. They are, they want to have, they pay for it, so they want.
Yeah, they want their value. They want their value.
Yeah.
So it is nerve-wracking to teach, though. It is nerve-wracking because it's a lot of pressure on people as well. It's nerve-wracking.
I do it also at schools.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Oh, what kind of ages?
8th graders, they will eat you alive if you don't.
Yeah, I swear. I do workshops and things, but I've never been more nervous than when I went into my daughter's 5-year-old, just a classroom of 5-year-olds. I was so scared, Gaby. I was so scared.
Yeah.
But of course, that was all good. It was all good. So then now as well, do you offer like training for like the whole gamut of photography that you do? You know, the weddings, the family, the funeral work as well?
If they are asking, I will mentoring, and I will take them if they some want to know about funerals, so I take them with funerals and the whole process of it. Also how to talk with people, because with the wedding it's different. It's a different talk when you are doing a funeral for a family, but also weddings. And families, I'm providing. So if they want to teach it, I can learn them, and I will take them on a mission, and I will take them with me.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. That's so cool. And I can just tell that you'd be such an awesome teacher just from talking to you here now. So yeah, that's great. So if people are interested, they can head to as I said before, thereportagefamily.com, thereportage.com. I'll include a link through to your site, Gaby, there, and all your training. And I guess they can just reach out to you and chat about all the different things that you can offer.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
No worries. No, that's awesome. That's really cool. And that's what we touched upon there, and we spoke about it a bit earlier as well. But let's talk a bit more about it now as well, and your funeral work, and just how did that side of your business begin then as well? How did that begin?
It was asked by a family from a distance, so it's not really close by, but it's a niece, and her mother died, and she said, "I want to have some pictures. Can you make some pictures?" So I said, "I don't know if I'm qualified to do that, but yeah, I will make some pictures for you as a memory for the funeral." And it's really stupid to say, but I was walking around there, and I was so in my comfort zone, my flow. It's maybe not so nice to say, but I enjoyed what I was making, because I knew everything I was making would be important for them.
Yeah, of course. Totally.
I never have that feeling on a wedding.
Oh, really? You don't have that feeling on the wedding?
No, I'm feeling the love and emotion, and that what I'm making for them, that's so important. But it's more. It felt so much more in the funeral. Yeah. So I thought that's not good if I enjoyed so much, because I don't want to be like a member of a funeral home or work there, or that's not what I'm feeling. But the pictures I'm making, yeah, it's gave me such an amazing feeling. So I wanted to explore that feeling. So I did some more, and then I knew this is something, but I don't want to do it a lot. I don't want to make it like my job, because I'm afraid I will lose the emotions that I'm now feeling when I am with a family, of the importance. So, when you do 20, 25 weddings, you know what to see, what to do. Sometimes you can go on automatic pilot.
Yes.
Because if you do a weekend and you shoot on Friday and you shoot on Saturday, and Saturday afternoon, you're getting a little tired, but everything you are making is just a good product for your clients, and that's okay. But at funerals, I want to feel that I'm a part of that funeral. So I told myself I just want to do maybe 10, at max 15 a year. So I can feel it. I still feel it.
That makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. And in terms of as a business, it's definitely a service that people actively search for, like that people actively search for, like funeral photography. Yeah. So
you need to think about these are people, parents who died young, or children that died. Maybe a foreign. I had someone from the United States, but the family couldn't come over, so I made the pictures so they could look at the funeral through pictures. That kind of assignments. And I did a baby last month. Also, again, it's the only photo album they are having from their child.
Right.
We can have 20, but they have one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a special thing to do.
Yeah.
But it must be so difficult. Is it not super difficult? I mean, on the day itself, are you able to stay? I just thinking like me, as I'm such a, I cry at like various things. This on a wedding day, so I just can't imagine on the funeral itself. Is it? It must be tough.
Yeah, I have my camera as my shield. So I'm also always glad if I have to be an hour in the car, so I can get my thoughts in line, and maybe I cry a little bit, and that's okay, because that means you can feel it. I think if I'm not feeling it anymore, I have to stop doing it, but I'm feeling it still.
That's true.
I know right before COVID started, November, my father died.
Oh, gosh,
so just a little over 3 years ago, and right behind him, my stepfather died. My father died on unexpectedly. We found him in-house, and my stepfather had cancer, and they said, you have a month to live, and he just died exactly a month later. So just before COVID, in 3 months of period. And then, so COVID starts, and you have a lot of your mind, because how can you do the business? We couldn't shoot anymore. How can we make money? We have to provide for our family and our housing. And but the process of mourning wasn't there yet, because I had so many other things to think about. I had my daughter at home. She needed to have homeschooling. I also need to work. I wanted to make money by doing my courses online, giving my courses online. So I'm glad I have the album now, so I can sometimes look back at what happened that day and see. So the value of it's so important, of mourning. Yeah.
Oh, I can totally appreciate that. I think it's just really special what you do there, and it shouldn't be. I think maybe because it is less known as a thing, and like as you were saying earlier on, I think for some people they will still see it as, I don't know, unusual. But I totally see how it could be so worthwhile, and it's so valuable for so many people.
Yeah.
It should be more of just a known thing, and. Yeah, I think it's super special. Do you approach the actual work, just to get into the nitty gritty of it, the actual kind of documentary work at a funeral? Do you approach it in a similar way to your weddings and family?
Yeah.
Are you still close and around people? Or
It's stupid, because I still do that. And I talked to colleagues that said, no, at a funeral, I do different things. I shoot with a longer lens, or no, I'm just approach it the same, because then I feel the same as I do a wedding, or if I do a birth or do the family. I approach it exactly the same with my 35 and my 85.
That's cool. Well, that's cool to know. So, well, the images are just so much more intimate that way. Yeah, they know. You've already spoken to them about the way you work, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm there, and I'm there for them, and I know how to be respectful to my clients if I'm there. So I'm not like, oh, I did something funny today. No, it's just having respect and feeling it what they are feeling.
Sure.
Yeah, sometimes I also comfort a client if they are really bad. I also ask what happened, and if they wanted to talk about it, and so that's healing for them also.
Yeah. Wow, it's amazing, Gaby. I think it's honestly, it really is. It's so cool. And it's, you just see so many elements of life as well, and capturing all these moments for people, for the images that are going to be looked at for generations to come as well. It's so special. Yeah. It really is. What a meaningful life, I think, to be able to do that is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Gaby, honestly, we're almost at an hour. It has really flown by. I've massively enjoyed talking to you. It's you're just so great. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Thank you.
I've still got time for one more question, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's ask. Let's ask this one, Gaby. If someone was just thinking of starting out as, let's talk about the documentary family side specifically. So they really thought, they're just starting out. I really want to become a documentary family photographer. Do you have any kind of thoughts and advice, or any tips for them if they're just on the beginning of their journey?
Oh, just follow your own family for a week. Mm-hmm. That's the toughest one, I think. Just to watch and see, and just absorb what people are doing.
That's
also, this is a big one. I also tell during my classes, like animals and children always repeat themselves. So if you don't correct them, they always repeat themselves.
Okay, yeah.
So if a child is stealing a candy from the table and it doesn't get corrected, because you're not their mom, or if you are, just correct them or not, they will always come back.
Yeah.
I know my colleague Marjolein Maljaars. She has a picture of a baby who's lying on the ground, and then a big child who's stomping on the baby. It's really awful. She says there is no harm. But if you look at it, you think, oh my God, because that's the emotion you want as a photographer. If they look at your picture,
Yeah.
it's really funny. But she said, there's no harm foul, but they always come back to do it again if there's nobody correcting them. So the second time, oh wait, I'm there, I make it, and then I say, maybe you don't have to do it with your sister. So
that's great advice, though. Actually, that is so true. That's great advice.
It's with animals the same. If you do like macro photography and you want to capture that little buzzer, it always comes back if there's good food on that flower. So you can shoot it. That's also with children. They always come back if they're not corrected.
That is, honestly, that is great advice. That is, yeah, that's so true. I should have that in mind at weddings as well. So that makes sense with kids or animals at weddings as well. Yeah,
absolutely. I have a picture that I make with a little boy who was every time picking up the knife and for the cake, and he wanted to. He was threatening to cut it. So a couple of times I shot it, and I thought he's not my kid. He doesn't do any harm. So I think it's perfect. So I have an amazing picture of him.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought he was 11 at the time, and then Grandpa was pulling the knife out of his hand and getting angry, and then it stopped. I think that he's now 16 years old, and every day he says, I still laugh at the picture.
Oh, that's very
so
cool.
funny. Yeah. Oh. So just make it before someone else break it.
Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. And Gaby, this whole hour has been so much fun talking to you. Thank you for joining me here today and just being so open, so fun to talk to, and just giving so much great bits of advice as well there. I've loved it. It's been really fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. It's an honor.
Oh, no, honor for me to talk to you. So, yeah, awesome. People listening now do, as I said before, I said a few times, head to thisreportagefamily.com or thisreportage.com, and I'll include a link through to Gaby's website and the awesome Reportage Family Award that she captured there with the flamingo inflatable. That's what it was. Yeah, flamingo. Yeah. It's so good, that image. It's even better to hear that you took it on your phone. I think that's so cool. Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what camera system you use, people. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. I hopefully one day I'll get to meet you in real life. I've never been to Holland. I need to go to Holland sometime, so I'd love to do that. It'd be cool.
Yeah, you have the family reportage. You have it in France. You have a
meetup. We are
meetup, right?
Yeah. Yes. Should do one in Holland. Or come over to Paris. Yeah. You're very welcome. Come to Paris.
I know, it's so busy now, and I want to go on a holiday.
Oh no, I understand. Yeah, totally.
In the rain.
But, yes, in the lovely Dutch rain. But no, maybe one day we'll do a meetup in Holland. I'd love that. So that'd be cool. There's so much amazing talent in Holland there. I don't know what's in the water you have, but you just have so many great photographers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, cool. But thank you so much for talking to me today. All the best for the season ahead. I hope you get a bit of sunshine. But yeah, awesome talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the 134th episode of the This is Reportage podcast. So much fun chatting to Gaby. Hope you enjoyed listening in. Head to thisreportagefamily.com or thisreportage.com for a link through to her website and to see the fab Reportage Family Awards you spoke about too. We now have 134 episodes of the podcast available where we speak to wedding and family photographers from all over the world. If you like this episode, delve into our back catalogue for lots more. If you're not a member of This Reportage or This Reportage family, check out all the benefits of joining us, including an unlimited number of images on your profile, 60 individual award and 18 story award entries per year, invites to our physical meetups and parties, such as our Christmas party in London on December 11th, 2023, exclusive discounts, hours of educational videos featuring tips and advice on some of the world's best photographers, and much more too. Submissions are open now for our next awards round. The deadline is the same for both sites. Submit by 23:59 GMT on the 23rd of November 2023. No poses, nothing staged. This is Reportage. And this is bye for now.